When night falls, the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale. Trainers await in battle zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle. Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack.
What?
During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key. And with Mega Evolution, some Pokémon can power up even more. You'll start at Rank Z and work your way up to Rank A. Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted. Day and night are two sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure? Pokémon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
Oh, something big? What do we got? Fire Emblem?
Hello there.
What?
Boop.
Rhythm Heaven?
The game you're about to see, boop, doesn't have a big, epic story, boop.
That's definitely
But what
Rhythm
it does
Heaven
have is
sound
lots of funny little rhythm games.
effect. There we go.
Boop.
Okay.
You wanna see? Boop. Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop. It sounds easy. But the timing is super tricky. Boop. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm? In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm. With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series, Rhythm Heaven Groove.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku.
That hurts.
What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system.
What?
Please take a look.
What does that mean? That sounds ominous. Use of
With
digital-
game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards?
Oh, what? Are they
Well,
gonna, like,
here's what we
embrace
came
table
up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card.
share?
In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
What?
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system. If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time. You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to. And you're done.
So that's
They can
nice.
now play on their own system.
And they can play with their own profile.
You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you. Making digital games even easier to use. Virtual Game Card.
The virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
More games? We've only got 3 minutes left. Oh, there's minutes left. Okay. Wait, what? Was that? Mine is high on life. What? So random. This one? Oh no. I don't like this. That was just a bad stream and not the game.
Uncover history once more. An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch. Meet Gustav, the royal heir, and Will, the explorer. Two heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations in this epic RPG. Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the Parameter Inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Monumental adventures await. Embark on peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters add-ons, and DLC. The first 2 Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
New Mario Golf? Nah, it looks too realistic. Golf?
A brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch. Aim, time your button press just right, and take your shot.
Nice shot.
Perform backspins, side spins, and other special shots. In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer. In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play. So just relax and get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
Captain America?
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15, including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine, to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time. Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play. The battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement.
All right, come on.
Please take a
Fire
look.
Emblem. Show me Fire Emblem. That's not Fire Emblem. Is that Animal Crossing? Give me Animal Crossing.
I'm a bubble. Tornadoes off
Wait,
Boston yesterday.
no, that's, was that Utopia?
How refreshing. Hiya. Tomodachi Life. Living the dream.
Is that really big enough for a one more thing? Okay.
Did you want to talk?
Aw. Glad that was only a dream.
That was Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far.
So far.
Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game.
What?
Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Mario Movie 2.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today,
というモバイルアプリです。
which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd,
この Nintendo
news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
Nintendo アカウントを
Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out.
You can have a Nintendo account using the app. Okay.
私からの
That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
おすすめを使ってみてください。本日の
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
最後までご覧いただき
Thank you for watching.
All right. Well, that was the Nintendo Direct. 35 minutes, 37 minutes closer to. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I'm a little sad we didn't get like Fire Emblem. A lot of it definitely feels like end of Switch life type of announcements. There are some cool things in there. Metroid Prime 4 looks amazing. I'm not the biggest Metroid fan, but even I could tell that looks like a really good game. We got the Rift of the Necro Dancer. That's a game I was looking forward to. That's coming out today. That's pretty cool. Tamagotchi Life was random. I didn't think we were ever going to see anything from that series again. And Nintendo apparently thinks highly enough of it to use it as their one more thing announcement. The digital cartridge game thing looks pretty cool. I know Nintendo's always lambasted for being behind the times when it comes to like online and digital things. So it's kind of cool for them to try and take a step forward and make it easier to do that, because there's ways to share games with one account, but you can't use other accounts to play those games unless it's on the primary Switch of the account that purchased them. So like having the ability to just say, here, I'm going to lend you a game that I'm not playing for a while, and then they can use their own account, which also means they can use their own, backup for their data, is really nice. Because that's one of the biggest issues right now is like, yeah, I have a bunch of kids with my account on their Switch that could play my games, but they can only play it on my profile. So now I'll be able to just directly lend it to them so that they could use their own file and leave mine alone. So that's cool. That's a very strange thing for them to announce now. Surprised that's not something they would have just waited till the Switch 2 came out, but it is applicable to Switch 1, so I guess it makes sense for them to show it here. The Nintendo Today app, I don't know how useful that's going to be. I mean, we've got things like Twitter for like daily announcements and stuff, so I guess it's just a way for them to feed that directly without having to open Twitter, which I don't blame them for wanting to get people away from. The Raidou thing was cool from the Shin Megami Tensei, the Devil Summoner thing. I didn't even know that the original game existed, but it's cool that we're seeing a remake of that. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 looks really good. Looks like it's going to be one title that has both of the games, so that's kind of cool. One $60 purchase will get you both games, it looks like. Well, the Tamagotchi Life announcement's gaining a lot of traction online. So I guess maybe I'm the one that's out of the loop here. I didn't think that was a big enough game to be the one more thing, but a lot of people are enjoying it, so cool. Well, happy for those fans. Rhythm of Heaven Groove is awesome. I just hate that it's a 2026 game. Like, dang, man, that's so far out. I will be buying that day one, though. Rhythm Heaven is a ton of fun. The Patapon game, that was Okay. Yeah. One of those things where it's like, all right, why not? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think if I had to give this a rating now in the moment, I'll probably digest this and give it something more accurate. But my initial reaction is like a C plus. There really wasn't anything like amazing out there that they announced. Maybe the reason they wanted to have this is because they did have quite a lot of games that they wanted to talk about, in addition to showing the app, showing the digital cartridge thing. So, not even all about the games. They had just a couple other things they wanted to all group together in there. Quite a few indie games. It's good to see that they're still keeping the indie scene alive. But yeah, I mean, it was okay. There's some cool stuff in there. Nothing mind shattering, but at the same time, you gotta keep your expectations in check. Like all of the really big stuff is going to be announced next week in the Switch 2 Direct, which makes total sense. But I thought maybe we'd get like one or two surprise announcements. I mean, it's hard to say because that Tamagotchi Life thing seems to be like a big deal. Maybe I'm just not realizing how big a deal that is, because that was a 3DS game like almost 10 years ago, and a lot of people liked it. So maybe that was a big enough announcement to make it a B or an A for some people. But just overall, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm disappointed because I didn't have high expectations. But I'm really surprised we didn't see like Planet Robobot or the Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remasters that are rumored. Like, there's a lot of stuff still on the back burner that we just didn't see yet. Or the Fire Emblem remake. I mean, Genealogy remake's been rumored for some time now, but maybe those have been moved to Switch too. I don't know why the Planet Robobot would be a Switch 2 game. That's definitely one that could easily be a Switch 1 game as well. But who knows? They're definitely giving Metroid its time to shine with Prime 4. Like that was the big like Nintendo game franchise in this direct. No Mario, no Zelda. Pokemon. That was a surprise. I honestly didn't expect to see anything more for Pokemon. I am disappointed they showed it without a release date though. It's still just late this year. Who knows what that means? Holiday? Maybe it's their holiday game. Hopefully they can clean it up and make it look a little better. It still looks like a GameCube game, but at this point you just gotta accept that no matter how long they let these things cook, you're not gonna get a good looking Pokemon game. It's just not gonna happen. We have to let that ship sail. I was hopeful when they didn't have anything last calendar year. It seemed like they were like, okay, we're gonna really invest, make these games look good, and then Legends EA looks exactly like Sword and Shield. So it is what it is. The game itself should be fun though. I still don't know the point of those wild zones. They don't look very big, and you can catch Pokemon in the city anyway. So I don't know. It looks like a small game that also looks bad, but the live real time combat should be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's it for me. Soldier couldn't make it. We'll get his thoughts later. Maybe I'll hit him up and we'll record a quicker podcast with our reactions to this before the April 2nd direct. We'll see what happens. But stay tuned. We'll be live next week when the Switch 2 direct goes live. That's probably when all the fireworks are going to happen. This one was just this is very business-like, this direct. It's like, hey, we still have some unfinished business with Switch 1. Here's what we got. And that's it. They filled 35 minutes with stuff, so yeah, it was enough for a direct, I guess. But